Hey, Planeswalkers, Mythras here. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Welcome, my friends, to today's episode of Top Deck, where we are covering a top 1,000 Mono Red Goblins deck for our standard play today. Very excited about this. It's by Thork, so congratulations, Thork, on hitting the top 1,000 with your list here. He's done it in best of one. I've also added a sideboard for you for best of three that we'll talk through as well in today's video. So appreciate everyone tuning in. Flip me a like if you enjoy the video. If you have questions, if you have comments, let me know down below. In the details, you'll find the deck list available to you, as well as the Discord server information. So you can also ask questions in there and participate with the community in another way. And then last but not least, in the description, you will find the timestamps where we will cover the strategy objective list. We'll cover your boarding for best of three. We'll play that competitive Magic here today in both best of one and best of three. Very excited about that. And then last but not least, we'll talk about where this deck might sit in the meta, my friends. So certainly pumped to be playing a tribal deck here for you. As always, great way to support the channel down below in the description and stay connected as well, so I encourage that. Now let's go ahead. Mono Red Goblins. So like I said, I procured the best of three sideboard. We'll talk about this in a second, but let's focus in on the strategy objective of this list here now. So we got Mono Red Goblins, big pickups here with the Goblin Tribal. We got Goblin Javelineer. This guy's got haste. Whenever it becomes blocked, deals 1 damage to target creature blocking it. We get Battle Cry Goblin. This guy is ridiculous. Token generation. We can pump, do a host of things. Hobgoblin Captain gets first strike if we have 6 power or greater that we're attacking with pack tactics. Again, we got it here. We got Conspicuous Snoop still around. So from M21, we can play with the top card of our library. We may cast goblin spells from the top of our library as long as the top card of our library is a goblin. This guy also gets all of its activated abilities, so a lot of people forget about that. We got the good old Crusher still here. You see a pair of goblins, we can either go wide by adding more, or we can pump. We get Hobgoblin Bandit Lord, so this guy gives all other goblins +1/+1, and when we tap him and pay 1, we can do damage equal to the number of goblins that enter the battlefield under our control to any target. Last but not least, we got the good old Torbrand, giving everything additional damage, and Den of the Bugbear, which is absolutely bonkers and super fun as well. So if you checked out our Boros Goblins deck for standard 2022, you'll get access to all the same cards for that as this one. So really nice play there as well, and just wanted to throw that out there for you as a tip. So what do we have going on? This is an aggro deck. It is fast, it is furious. You want to pump hard, go hard, and make your opponents go home quickly. So really pumped to be playing this. I can't stress that enough. I love the Goblins tribal. I love the tribal decks when it comes to Magic, and certainly excited to be playing this here today. So that is the strategy of this deck. Let's go ahead and we're going to talk about the sideboard, and we're going to break it down for you 3 ways: aggro, mid-range, and late game, my friends. So the big piece against other aggro decks is going to be clearing lanes. So we got additional things like adding more Frostbite. If you run into other reds, you can always throw Red Cat Melee. We'll talk about that a little bit more here in a second. We got Scorching Dragonfire and Soul Seer if you need to. The Akroan War is also great to steal some of your opponent's big key pieces and pull them out of the way as well. So those are some of the things that you can think about. In terms of what I would probably flip out, maybe you see a pair of goblins. You could also change up some of your top end here. We are running a healthy 25 lands, so we could go a little bit lighter on the lands. I would probably cut a Faceless Snowhaven because you want to make sure that you don't hit double of those, and maybe 1 Snow-Covered Mountain still go at 23. So that's a good one for best of 1, even for best of 3, or obviously best of 3 for options there for you as well. Those aggro decks are going to be things like Mono Red, Mono White, Winota decks, Gruul decks, those kinds of things that you might still run into. Then as we transition from there, we'll get to mid-range. These are going to be things like Dragons decks, Tempo, Sacrifice decks that you might run into. Things like Dragons, you're going to want to run Red Cat Melee. That gets rid of your lovely Goldspan. you may want to start consider Roiling Vortex. One of the things that you could also pull in here is you could pull in some graveyard hate with Tormod's Crypt or something like that to kind of wipe things out, or other pieces in there too to consider. Then as we move out of the mid-range, we'll get into late game. These are going to be more of your traditional control decks like Azorius, Dimir. You're going to hit the Doom decks in this space, 4-colored Orzhov, and then additionally any of the Ultimatum decks, whether it's Sultai, Turns, those kinds of things. Now, we know that a lot of these things are changing. Concept's still going to be the same. Here again, you might want Ox of Agonis if you need the draw in terms against some of those late game board wipes, or Roiling Vortex. The other thing that this works well against is our lovely Lifegain decks too. So I want to call it out before I forget. So that is, my friends, how you're going to board and line up against the aggro mid-range and kind of late game decks. That deck list sideboard there should be good to go for you. Again, as always, if you have questions, if you got comments, let me know. I'd love to hear from you, but let's go ahead and put the pedal to the metal with our goblins. Love it. All right, so we're going to go and move on here into this competitive play. So we got our traditional standard rank, or standard ranked. We did our Naya Winota deck list yesterday. Today we got our Mono Red Goblins 1000, top 100, like I said, with the Boros Goblins. Those things overlap, which is great. So let's go ahead and move into it. Really looking forward to some explosive matches. So we'll see how this goes as we run into the new meta here with our Dungeons and Dragons. We go first. We can clear boards. I'm actually going to keep this, even though it's slightly risky, and I say that for a couple things. We're not actually on curve here, which could create a problem, but we got Marco Gobello here. We got a Winota list, so we'll wait. So maybe we'll get lucky here. And again, I'm speculating that this is Winota too. It could be goblins, so it is certainly a Winota list. Ooh. Let's do this. Let's see what we hit. I will clear it. We have enough. Always forget that. I don't want to lose that guy. So 4. So we'll do that first. If they drop Winota, though, we're going to be in a bad spot. We'll see, though. So we can do a few things here. Almost there. And done. Boom. That's what you get. That's what you get for thinking that you got it. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Not bad. Very, very fun against the Boros with not a list. All right. On to our second best of one match here, Planeswalkers. Let's see what we can do. All right, get my water breaking. Here we go. So now we get some goblin play. Let's try it. Let's see how it goes. Black staff. Not gonna haste in here. Oh, I probably should. In case they drop something, makes it better. Ooh. Now we got Selesnya Lifegain. Alright. So we need to take this guy off board. And we'll wait. Lots of cleric class here, huh? So 3. We're good. Take this guy off. Grab this guy. And get the damage in. Next turn we can pop Faceless. Need one more to bring their guy back. All right, here we go. And there we go. So Hobgoblin will get first strike. So what's that? They'll gain 3. 7. So if they don't block 7, 9. So that will give them the 2. We'll gain the 1. we might be in trouble against the Lifegain deck. Now we might be in trouble. So if we go in, we'll block these two. So we get 6. We have to wait. Now they can pump the cleric classes too, and that's gonna seal the deal for me. Yeah, they figured it out. All right, we're not going to screw around, waste time. We'll give it to them because we're not coming back. So that's where you can sideboard in Roiling Vortex and just shut them down on the Lifegain. And then that would essentially nullify that list. And then additionally, you can pull in Soul Seer and pull a lot of that stuff off as well. So let's go into our third and final best of one here today with our Goblins deck. Beat a Winota, lost to a Selesnya Lifegain. Let's see what we get here on our third roll. We were very, very close. There wasn't much that was going to change. We go first. Here we go. You can see the Snoop in action. Get that down right away. Zero. What do you got? Selesnya. Selesnya Cobra. I'll attack in. We already have Torbran, so I want him to get the Selfless Savior off. Naya. Oh, Kenrith, there you go. Gonna kill everything. Next, we can make Bugbear. Maybe. Let's see. Is Naya Winota list? There we go. There we go. The 1 damage will go through first. Boom. Nice. Nice. Beat a Naya Winota list. This one that we just did too. Very, very cool. We didn't use the Lotus Cobra though. Oh, very, very cool. All right, so best of one, we went 2-1, very, very smooth. Let's go play our traditional standard ranked best of three. Again, there's that Naya Winota one that we just talked about. Now we got our Mono Red Goblins. Fast. Oh, so fast. Just great. Let's see what we can do against Kano here. We will play first. Ugh. We'll mulligan. Oh no. Mulligan again. There we go. Keep 5. Really like that guy. We're gonna do this. Do that. Painful as it is. We'll try it. Oh, Mono Red. We'll see if we get in. Probably gonna get burned here. Super bad roll. All right. So here's where you actually wait, and then we would make the other two a little bit bigger. So we'll see what we run into here. Oh no! A big old guy. That's right. Mana doesn't drain. Good to see players playing Leyline Tyrant. Red Dragons. That is what it is. All right, give me one land. One land here. Oh, not the right land. Which is too bad. I have to keep one guy back. All right, they need to kill me here. Which they clear battle cry, they're good. So here's where we're gonna have to throw in our red cap melee. Gotta be enough to kill her, I would imagine. Kano, what are you doing? Clicking a lot of stuff. So our Battlecry Goblin will produce an additional token when we attack in. So we will wait. if they blow that out, it's a problem. If we can always get, we can pump Fireblade Charger too. And actually pump it for 2. Oh, what are we doing? Crackle? Oh! We're good. All right, so here's what we're doing. We're playing Crone War. We're playing Soul Sears. We don't need Frostbite because they got all big stuff. We will play Red Cat Melees. All right, it's 4. So what do we want to get rid of? We've had problems with the land, really bad land. We'll drop 1, go to 24. Other stuff that we want to get rid of here. This saved us. Fast. I might go a little bit slower. There we go. Well, actually, let's do this. Let's go these. Let's drop the fire blades. There we go. All right, we'll try that. Lots of removal for our dragon friends. Go here. So they got a crusher. That's good to know. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting here to see what they do. We'll take the 8. So to the face, over the top. We can hit a gold span. Okay, no. There's the gold span. Oh, they had a red cap melee. They had one. Oh, painful. Wanted to see what we had here. We'll take this guy off. And we'll wait. So if they have another gold span, we're done. Or another big dragon, we're done. At least we are first. So what do we want to do? What do we want to do? The Bone Crushers aren't going to help us as much. So let's pull these guys back in. Go to the face. We'll try this. Maybe we drop this guy. Go there too. All right, let's try that. All right, something new. Bomber. They flipped in what they needed as well. The red caps. Nah, I don't like this, by the way. I really don't. But it's what we're going to play. So, red cap on my guy here is a problem. Oh no. Huge bummer. Oh no. Brutal. Brutal. Haven. There's their gold span. Give me an at Crone War. Oh, we've gotten absolutely flooded. So the first match, we had a mulligan 3 times. This match, we can't get anything to save a life. Should have. Mulligan though. Incredible. We're actually effectively dead here. Because all they have to do is pop their faceless, and we'll lose. All right. Unfortunate for us here in our best of 3 match, but that is how it goes. That is so upsetting. On the first match, even though we won, not getting the land drops, and then the third match just getting absolutely flooded. So, all right, let's go ahead and talk about the deck today. Super fun, great tribal deck. Love it for what we have in standard right now. Definitely fast and furious. Again, you know, best of one, I would change up some of the lands a little bit more, but obviously this is a best of one list. 25 is quite a bit for a fast curve, but again, we do have Torbrand in there, and you want to make sure you get that consistency. So very, very fun. We saw it rip through stuff and go 2-1 in best of one, and then best of three. Unfortunately, went 1-2 against the Mono Red Dragons list there. Very interesting. Just some of the bigger stuff that we couldn't quite get through. We couldn't get wide enough. We couldn't get what we needed. I tried, I promise, but it happens. So with that, where does this sit in the meta, my friends? So best of one, Mono Red's always done fairly well. Now things are starting to change a little bit, but in terms of this, I think it's probably, when we talk about the Goblin specific here, it's probably a tier 2 deck. You know, it's not running the cleave and some of the other things, but very, very efficient, can do really well and pump out some fast damage, which is great. And then when we get to best of three, I'd say maybe similar, probably need to refine the board a little bit more as the meta evolves, but probably in that space too, maybe middle tier 3, tier 2 and down. But a very, very great deck nonetheless, probably stronger in best of one because we can be. So with that, Planeswalkers, hope you enjoyed today's video. Flip me a like if you did, if you like the list, if you like the tribal stuff. Again, lots of synergies here between the 2022 stuff, particularly Boros Goblins. So I recommend that you do take a look at that video if you'd like, and get some additional firepower for your gameplay. But with that, Planeswalkers, appreciate it as always. Feel free, again, the deck list is available to you down below to play it in the description, and on top of that, the Discord server information. If you got questions, if you got comments, let me know. Looking forward to potentially putting together a tournament here, so stay tuned on that. Some prizes and those things, community led, community driven, and we're just gonna have fun. So with that, other great ways to support the channel, as always, stay connected. We got a lot of things going on. We got more top decks coming your way for standard. We got top decks for 2022. Additionally, historic jank. We got Friday night meta updates coming, and then our tier lists as always, my friends. So with that, Planeswalkers, you stay safe. We'll see you again soon. Enjoy your Goblin Tribal Mono Red deck, and have some fun. So with that, till next time, Planeswalkers, we'll see you again soon. Mythras out.